Hey everyone, it's Ashleen Caino, that Metaphysical Chick, and welcome to my Monday Daily Tarotscope forecast, and let's get on with it. Sorry, I need to fix my light. It's a bit far back. And the cat just showed up. Okay, please excuse the background. My son decided he wanted to make a fort over the weekend, and I decided who am I to kill his dream? So he's got a little fort behind there. Hey Victoria, hey girl, how are you? You know what? I knew you were going to come on here because I already have a feeling what is coming out in the cards, because you're not the only person that messaged me today. There is a vibe in the air today of people working through relationship issues and heartache. It's very, very strong. And so let's have a look at the energy for today. We've got the Three of Air, heartbreak, heartache, can't make it up. We have the Six of Air, and we have the Nine of Water. And yeah, I was being called on the bottom to this bonus card. So the Two of Air. So I want to go over this. It does feel like it's a message for people who are dealing with relationship issues. I was actually going to start this video by saying, guys, I'm doing something different. I want to do a video about this because that's the energy I feel right now. But it came out in the cards anyway. So let's have a look. I want to start with the bonus card, simply because it's more an overall energy here. The Two of Air. This is about feeling stuck. It's making a decision. You're sort of in a place of like a stalemate where like you don't know what decision to make, or you're burying your head in the sand about it. And it's really calling for you to listen more to your heart to make the decision rather than, I wouldn't say rather than listen to your head. But in traditional tarot, this is the Two of Swords, and she's like blindfolded, and she's trying to like make this decision between two swords. And it's like, for you to make the decision, you have to listen to your intuition. So not necessarily listening to your heart as such, because your heart can like be in love with someone, but they're bad for you, right? But it's more a case of, in order to make your decision, you got to really listen to your inner guidance, and that's going to help you like get out of this stalemate. It actually says here, the Two of Air, being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending that there is no problem. So it's kind of burying your head in the sand. So it feels like this is a message right here for someone that perhaps you're burying your head in the sand about the realities of a situation. As I said, it may not apply to you. This feels like this is about people with relationship problems or who are just dealing with a breakup. But this is definitely saying, like, it's time to really take off the rose-tinted glasses and see this for what this is. And that's going to actually unstuck you. That's going to help you be able to move forward when you really recognize and acknowledge what is really going on here, and taking all else out of the situation, if that makes sense. It's really going to help you to move forward. So that was just something I was getting a little bit there. But I want to get more into these cards. So Three of Air, Six of Air, and the Nine of Water. It's showing that there's definitely heartbreak going on, some kind of loss, some kind of grieving, and healing. But what's really beautiful about this is that it's about moving forward into a new phase and honestly having wish fulfillment. So let's just break it down. The Three of Air, it says, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So this is really, in traditional tarot, heartbreak. Like, it usually shows three swords in the heart. Like, your heart's broken, something's come to an end or is coming to an end, or there's been a really bad fight, something that maybe feels like you can't come back from it. Again, this is a general reading. If you want to, a private reading, book one with me. The link's in the description. But it is showing here that you're dealing with some kind of heartache, and healing needs to take place. No matter what, whether if you're sticking it out with this relationship, you're leaving it, whatever it is, healing needs to take place. There's a lot of sadness happening right now. Simple as that. Now with the Six of Air, it's showing that this is all happening for a reason. That's what I'm getting right now. It's showing that things are actually moving into a better phase, even though it feels like they're getting worse. It's like they have to get worse to get better. The Six of Air can represent leaving a situation behind, moving on to smoother, calmer waters. It can represent travel, moving to a different place. It can be a lot of different things. Like I said, this is general, but overall, this is showing you that there's a phase kind of closing out here. You're moving away from a particular situation and moving forward into this fresh new place and leaving the drama and the stress and the pain behind. So you could take this as a breakup. This could be you leaving. This could be together as a couple, healing and deciding to move forward into a new phase together. Take whatever resonates. Like I said, I think that's why the Two of Air card is coming out here, because it's about you listening to your intuition and what's resonating, and not necessarily what your head wants to tell you in this situation, okay? Or what your heart wants to tell you. This is your gut. This is your intuition and what's telling you what's right and what's not. But the Six of Air is showing better times are ahead. So this can be you walking. This could be repairing. Whatever it is, we're moving into this new phase and it's going to be better. And that's really validated here by the Nine of Water. This is the wish card. I mean, it's wish fulfillment. It says your wish come true, concerns fading away, a love of life. So, I mean, these are the cards that came out for today. It doesn't mean this is all going to happen in one day. This could be like showing you from what's happening today, the stages that's going to happen throughout the next year. Could be the next few months. Every situation is different, but there's some kind of heartache going on, and it's happening to improve your life overall. It's happening so you can ultimately have wish fulfillment and happiness. So if you're going through some kind of breakup or some kind of difficult period, it's because the universe is trying to give you a massive push in the direction of the right way for you. It's like you've been resisting all the signs, all the red flags, and now it's saying, are you going to effing listen? Am I going to have to like put things to an extreme situation here before you'll pay attention? So if someone's left you, if something's coming to an end, if there's massive red flags everywhere, it's because that is done. You've learned all you can from that situation. And now it's time to really step into your power, to heal, to build your self-worth, to know your own value, to know what shit you will take and what you won't anymore. And to be able to walk away, or to be able to, like I said, work this out, whatever it is, it's letting you know that the lessons that are taking place through heartache, which is where the biggest lessons come from, it's so you can ultimately end up with wish fulfillment, end up in that place you really want to be. It could be with another person. It could be, you know, spending life with yourself the next few years. It's different for everyone. But ultimately, there's healing taking place here that is leading to wish fulfillment down the road. This exactly pertains to my situation. You know, I woke up one day, next thing I know, I'm being told I'm being separated with, and it was the worst thing in the world, and my world collapsed. But slowly but surely, I started focusing on me. It was the only thing I had control over. And I was the one that ended up deciding to leave our family home. I never thought I would do that. But I was getting to that point in my strength and recognizing all the red flags and looking at all the things that were wrong, that I was like, okay, like, this is happening for a reason. I need to embrace this. And I was the one that ended up saying I wanted the divorce. So from someone who was clinging on and wanted this situation, I ended up being the one doing the 180 and taking the power over the situation and walking away and not going back. I wouldn't say my life is amazing right now, but I'm way happier than what I was. So that's what this is telling you. I'm giving you my story because that's really what this is telling you for you right now. It's saying there's some kind of heartache taking place, healing that needs to take place in the heart, but ultimately it's so you can move into a better place of a lot more happiness of what you've probably had for years. Okay? So listen to your intuition. I was also guided before I started this to take one of these cards. They're goddess cards. I bought them a week or two ago, and they just seem so relevant for us ladies, but there's a really specific message that comes out of them, so I'm going to actually read the book. But I really want to see what Spirit wants you guys to know right now. Okay, so we have got, I don't even can't bloody pronounce that name. Whatever, it says New Beginnings, and it's in reverse. So that's the one that came out, shocker. I'm going to read the book, and let's see what it says. Because these messages, oh my god, I just opened it on that page. How freaky is that? Okay, so because it's in reverse, there's like a specific message going on here. So it says, look to the potential hidden in promising connections and opportunities, okay? The difficulty arises when you think you already know how something will go. You might do something prematurely or miss an amazing experience that's right in front of you because you're looking in another direction. The real lesson is not in whether something works out, but in how you manage your curiosity so that you can experience something new. Life is for learning, and right now your alignment task is to be with what is. which is perfect as it is. Look at the lessons in your life and how they are repeating. You will find that when you come to understand them, you'll know why your current situation happened. Everything has a purpose for new life. Even disappointments can turn into miracles. Trust that the goddess of the dawn, I don't know how to pronounce her name, it's like Easter or Ostre, whatever. Trust that she will bring light and hope in your heart for a good cause. Even if it's different from what you expect, it's always beautiful. So I think this really speaks volumes to the cards we've pulled right now. It's about new beginnings. New beginnings are coming no matter what, but that they could be getting resisted, which is why it's in reverse. That you need to really acknowledge the truth of the situation here, and that this is ultimately because you're being put on the right path. So basically stop giving into resisting it, or stop resisting it and start giving into seeing, okay, there's a new beginning here that's taking place for my greater good. The Six of Air, it's moving on, leaving the past behind, leaving the pain and hurt behind to move into a better situation and a better place, to get that wish fulfillment, okay? Wish is coming true. So this is really symbolic. I knew there was going to be a really good message that came out of these cards. I was holding them before I went live. So for those of you that are dealing with this right now, it's letting you know that new beginnings are on the horizons. They may not be starting like this because there's a lot of shit you need to work through right now. There's a lot of healing that needs to take place. A lot of rebuilding yourself, self-care. I feel like I need to write a book on self-care, like the stuff I've been doing the last month. I'm like, people need to know this. But this is ultimately for a new beginning, moving into a beautiful new place in your life. I think I'm going to leave it there. I usually pull more cards, but I doubt those were the ones I was being called to today. So like I said, this was a very specific reading. It was for people with relationship issues. If you want more in-depth, definitely we can do a private reading and have a look. But other than that, I'm sending you so much love, so much healing. I totally understand where you're at. You know, I get people messaging me. I've had 3 messages in the space of 12 hours from people talking to me about breakups they're going through and how sharing my story has been helping them. And I'm really grateful for that. And that's why I do share what I'm going through. At the same time, you have to embrace the hurt and embrace the pain. There's no comparison here. I mean, you could be someone who was in a relationship for 6 months. Just because I was with someone for a decade doesn't mean your pain is not valid. In saying that, do recognize that some situations may be way worse, way harder to like get through and recover from, versus one that may take a little shorter period of healing. But pain and hurt is pain and hurt. Healing is healing. And it's a journey we all have to go through to become better people, to be able to really get us on our own correct path that we probably weren't on, or else there was a lesson that we needed to learn from that relationship. But know that it wasn't in vain. It didn't happen for no reason. It wasn't a waste of time. But it is what it is. Embrace that maybe it is an ending and there's something better out there for you. And that's what the cards are saying. So I'll leave it at that. I'm getting philosophical. I hope you all have a great Monday and work through your healing. Definitely get on YouTube and listen to like some self-healing and self-worth videos because it will really help. And talk to you all soon. Bye.